Gold sees modest gains this Friday. It seems to have discounted today's jobs figures and is now focused on the next big event on Sunday, Italy's referendum. Joining us now on the last trading day of the week is II Trader's Baruch. Bill, thanks for being on with us on Kitco's Gold Report.
Thanks for having me on today.
So jobs data is out, gold, getting a modest boost here. But what's really moving gold, though, Bill? Is it just mainly, dollar story still here?
I think there's a combination of factors. Around the Thanksgiving holiday, we saw the dollar index trade to 102.12. Now, the long-term 618 from the 2001 highs down to the 2008 lows comes in at 102.10. So there's some resistance in the dollar that the market has hit. Dollar's fallen back, and I think that's been a little supportive to gold. Though gold's footing really wasn't found until this jobs report, even if it can be considered be found right now. Gold's still struggling, but 1172 in gold is a huge support level, and the market has struggled to close below it. So the fact that we haven't seen a sell down below it, I think, is supportive. There's some minor resistance at 1180. We're targeting 1211, 1230, and I think the market has some momentum if it gets above 1180.
Right. So just to recap there, Bill, I know you mentioned the 1172. I know you've been talking about that level for some time now. Is that still your main level to focus on here?
It is. Now, the 1172.30 is the 618 retracement from the lows last December to the highs in July. And this is using a retracement can really be good to use as the market has come down and relieved enough pressure off the highs. And I think there's a base that's going to be built, that's trying to build here. Below there, I am worried. I think down there below 1172, if we start closing below there, is about 1120, 1125. And that's what you really want to be careful of as a buyer here. I like looking at gold and looking for that push above 1180, especially ahead of the Italian referendum vote, ECB next week, and the Fed. I think a lot of this month of December is priced in already, so I think gold can get some momentum and try and get back above 1200.
Well, you mentioned the Italian referendum coming up this Sunday. Do you expect this to be a tailwind for gold over the weekend? We've seen what past news events have done for the metal, so what do you think might happen here?
I do think this can be a little bit of a tailwind, help get a little bit of momentum behind gold. Again, that 1180 has been a tough nut to crack, and I think if it get above there, you could see some further buying into the weekend. And I think as well, there's a little uncertainty afterwards. If this no vote takes place and the banks have to recapitalize in somewhat of a hurry, I think there's going to be some uncertainty out there. I think gold can find some good value, and I think as well heading into ECB, we're going to see some currency moves. And going back to the dollar, I do think the dollar is overdone, and if the dollar continues to work its way, dollar index back to 99 or 99.75, that's going to really help boost gold as well.
All right, and what about silver, Bill? Let's give some attention to this metal. Where do you see silver moving from here? It's modestly higher post-jobs.
1660 has been a really big level for silver, and even after it sold off about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, it's been trying to hold 1660. Yeah, it's been down below 16 and a quarter, but it's really been hugging this level. I think if we could see gold get back towards 1200, I think silver could really be on the path to 18 bucks. Now, I think there's a lot of value in both the metals down here, but you have to be smart how you trade it. We're working with our clients to be long futures, but also protect it with puts, and I think that's a great strategy to use. You've got to protect your downside with this much uncertainty. And though I think some of the events in the near future, the Italian vote, the ECB meeting, the Fed meeting, I think these can help bring some relief to gold. You still have to manage your risk properly.
Right. There's a lot coming up that we need to watch for. Bill, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks a lot for having me.
And thank you for watching. We'll see you next week on Kitco's Gold Report.